The brilliant birds flew away with screams of terror which almost seemed to reach the ears of the onlookers through the wall. An expression of horror came over the faces of the people. The children broke from their merry circle and ran for protection to their elders. The utmost confusing and whelming terror were evidenced for a moment. Then the ground split asunder, and the house and the garden, with all their living occupants, were swallowed by an awful chasm, which opened just where they had stood. The great rent ran in a widening line across the sunlit landscape until it reached the horizon. When the distant mountains crumbled, clouds poured in from all sides at once, and billows of flame burst through them as they veiled the scene. But in another instant the commotion was over, and the world, whose curious spectacles had been enacted as if on the other side of a window, seemed to retreat swiftly into space, until at last, emerging from a fleecy cloud, it reappeared in the form of the full moon hanging in the sky, but larger than is its wont, with its dry ocean beds, its keen-spired peaks, its ragged mountain ranges, its gaping chasms, its immense crater rings, and Tycho, the chief of them all, shooting ray-like streaks across the scarred face of the abandoned lunar globe. The show was ended, and Dr. Syx, turning on only a partial illumination in the room, rose slowly to his feet, his tall form appearing strangely magnified in the gloom, and invited his bewildered guests to accompany him to his house outside the mill, where he said dinner awaited them. As they emerged into daylight, they acted like persons just aroused from an opiate dream. End of chapter 4. This recording is in the public domain.